Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that have been with me for a while, welcome back. Sorry I've been gone so long, been a little MIA. For those of you that are new, welcome. My name is Allie and I am a flight attendant for a major US domestic carrier. I'm also a mom, a wife, balancing life in general between the job and kids and a husband, and that's part of the reason why I've been so MIA lately. I apologize. It's been kind of a lot of different things. My kids and I were just off and on sick for a while there. It just seemed like constantly between ear infections, sinus infections, just like fevers, like just different stomach bugs. There was a lot going on these last couple of months, and I just hadn't felt up to filming. Kind of fell into a little bit of a rut, but I want to get back into it. And today I'm going to do a little get ready with me and kind of spill maybe a couple of secrets that are flight attendant related. Maybe some things that you didn't know. Some things I have to keep secret because we still have to have our secrets, you know. Can't be telling everybody everything about what we do and stuff on the aircraft, or just do in general. But I do have a few secrets or kind of tidbits of information that you may not have known. But let's get into the video. I am going to show you all the products that I use for like my everyday face. I've been living a very light, minimalistic like look overall. It's summer months coming up. It's already hot and it's May, and I just don't like wearing a whole lot of makeup because I don't want to take it off at the end of the day. And I want to take this moment to thank Merit Beauty so much for sending me some awesome products to review for you guys. Some things I love. I'm going to give y'all a whole honest review about it. Some things not so much. But this is an amazing company and I'm really excited about trying. I've been trying a few of these products actually, let me be honest. But I'm excited to show you guys what I have fallen in love with out of what they've sent me. So let's just get into it. All right, let me go ahead and start by unwrapping this cute little bag that all of the makeup comes in. It's so cute and just velvety. I love the way this feels, and it's super simple. Just a little tie and that's it, and your makeup sits in here, this little pouch. Sent this sweet little card. Merit is a very minimalistic beauty, super simple, clean, beautiful products, the antidote to the oversaturated world of beauty. So just super simple, nothing crazy. It's definitely a look that I've been going for lately. So what they sent me in here, so it's got a cute little, their logo right here in the bag. And then it's just kind of an open, quite spacious, I must say. I only have 4 products in here, but I may switch over to it as my makeup bag from now on. But this is my current makeup bag, and she's cute too. My mom gave her to me for Christmas. So anyways, all right, so first, and let me start by saying this packaging is beautiful. They come in really nice boxes, and then I'll take this stuff out here in just a second. I've been like using them and then putting them back in the box. But this is their brow, I don't know what you call it, like spoolie pomade. So you just out and it's got a little spoolie. I have been loving this. This has got to be, aside from the lipstick, probably my favorite product so far. It just fills in. Now I have microblading, I'll be honest, but it just fills in places that I need, and it just does the trick without me having to do a whole lot of work. So that's the brow stuff. Then they sent me this lipstick, which is just gorgeous. Like, you just can't go, oh, there's the M, my bad. And this is, I'll show y'all later, but it is a beautiful nude. It is like the perfect shade for my lips. I'm in love with it. They also sent me, get it out, and mascara. And then this is called the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. I kind of only use this on like, and it's really cool the way it's packaged actually. Sorry, I should have said that first. You just pop this off and then this part screws it up and down, and it's just a nice little complexion stick. I use this mostly for blemishes, a little bit, but I have found that, I think because it's more of a cakier, or not cake, cakey is the wrong word, a cream product, it's a little bit my skin just doesn't, I don't know if it's the texture of my skin, but it doesn't totally like this like all over. So I combine it with a liquid concealer. But I do love this for blemishes, and this is in the shade Silk. So, okay, so first I'm going to use, this is actually eyeshadow primer, but I use it all over my face, and it's the perfect size to travel with. But it's by Hard Candy. You can get this stuff at Walmart. It's their eyeshadow primer called Eyes the Limit. It's just one shade. This thing is kind of old. I need to get a new one. And it kind of comes out in a, come on, like a nude kind of color, but it's slightly translucent when you put it on your face. So I'm gonna put this on, and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little flight attendant secret. First off, let me preface by saying everything that we do on an aircraft, everything we do has a rhyme or reason, and that rhyme or reason is always usually safety related. Always, 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 we are all about safety and safety first, like what if something happens, all that kind of stuff. And if you've ever wondered why flight attendants are so big on bags being underneath the seat in front of you, or lately window shades open, that's been our newest change. It's always varied based on whether they're open or closed for takeoff and landing, but for now they're open. If you've ever wondered why we remind you 10 million times to do that, it's because takeoff and landing are statistically the time when most crashes happen. It's just the sad fact of life. I don't know how else to say that, but because of that, those are the key times when we have to make sure that those bags are stowed. If you've also wondered why bags can't be around you like a crossbody, because I get that question a lot, like when I'm doing compliance, and people are like, but it's around me. Okay. And this might scare some people, but this is something that, I don't know, I say, and and some people just haven't thought of this, but when it is around you, if there is an emergency, let's just hypothetically say you have a crossbody on, it's a skinny little strap, whatever, it's a crossbody. Let's just say you go to run off the aircraft. First off, you're not supposed to take anything with you. Let me say that. But let's just say you decide to go running off the aircraft, right? Well, what if that bag gets caught on something and then ends up like strangling you or like choking you, and then you can't, like, you get hurt, or I don't know, some like crazy freak of nature type accident happens, like, then we have to deal with that on top of a emergency evacuation situation. You know, it's like the logic behind it. There's a rhyme and a reason. I look crazy right now. I look like a crazy woman, but this is the Incognito, or I'm sorry, Wet n Wild Incognito Mega Last, and I'm using the shade Light Beige. I love this stuff. And then I just put that Merit complexion stick on my blemishes. And I'm gonna go in with a Sigma brush, Sigma Kabuchi brush, 3D HD, and blend that out. For my eyes, my eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with this, again, another Wet n Wild product, Mega Last Liquid Catsuit liquid eyeshadow, and it is in the shade Off the Grind. I love this stuff for like super simple, not having to travel with a lot. They have different shades, but this has got to be one of my favorite shades. It's like a pinky, a little bit of a nude, and you just kind of have to do like one quick little swipe on the lid, and then I use my finger to blend it out because I find that it gets the best kind of coverage, and I just do it all over, just kind of patting it in. And I love this stuff because it's liquid, but as you pat it in, it kind of goes matte, and I just love like the difference it makes in my eye. It just kind of makes them pop a little bit without having to do much at all. I'm gonna do the other side. Like, a little goes a long way. Like, I can't tell you when I bought this stuff. It's been a while. Like, it lasts for a very, very long, and I want to say I got it at Dollar Tree, guys. Like, it lasts a good long while. Alrighty. I'm sure you can buy it at any store, really, or dollar store. I'm big on dollar stores. So, now that that's on, next little, excuse that, secret, or not secret, it's not really a secret. You know, we tell you guys to, some flight attendants will say, do not congregate, which means wait, in the, oh shoot, where's my brush? In the galleys, like if you're waiting for the restroom, or just in general. Oh, also, I'm gonna kind of pat a little bit of my blush that I use, super simple, on my lids to kind of marry, I don't know, make it mesh well with that liquid eyeshadow. This is the Essence brand, the blush, and it is in the shade Believing, which is a number 70. Nice little pinky. And I just kind of take a little bit of that, not much, and just kind of dab it a little bit, just to kind of get a little bit more of a pinky look out of the liquid, and just to kind of get a little something something, you know, and that's that. So like I said, sorry, I paused. Have you ever wondered why flight attendants tell you not to congregate in the galleys? It's for a couple of reasons. One is safety related, 100,000%. The other one is more personal, selfish. I don't know how to call that. You'll see what I mean. It's not selfish. But the safety related reason is because there's only so many oxygen masks. Just like there's oxygen masks that deploy from the seats on the plane, there's oxygen masks that deploy in the galley. And there's only so many of them, and that's for us to use and whoever's might be up there with us. Well, that being said, we can't be having more people in the galley hanging out than oxygen masks. So that is the safety related reason. The other reason is because, first let me tell you, this is the Mirabella, I love this stuff, translucent powder. It's called Perfecting Loose Powder. And I'm gonna pat that underneath my eyes. But the other reason is a little bit more like, we just don't want you in our area. No, I'm just messing. But, I mean, I love mingling with people, but the galley is where we sit. It's where our jump seats are, and it's kind of our little safe haven, our office space per se. So you wouldn't like it if someone came up into your office space and started doing yoga and started doing airplane yoga. Like, I know y'all wouldn't like that. And getting all up in your space, but mostly it's for safety. I mean, I will say that, but it is kind of like, I mean, you can come up there, sure, and hang out, use the restroom, whatever, but then go back to your seat. That is your space. Just don't come up in the galleys. It's just safety related. Also, the cockpit's up there, the pilots, and again, we are always on high alert when it comes to safety, because that's what we're there for. But that is why we tend to remind you to wait in the aisle area. Also, with that, have you ever been on a plane, especially long flights, and seen a flight attendant, like we pull out the cart and a flight attendant goes into the cockpit while the pilot uses the restroom? That is because two people have to be in the cockpit at all times. It has to be a pilot or a flight attendant for the airline, obviously. But that's how we do it. So if a pilot comes out, someone goes in. And that is why we get to go in there. We don't know what we're doing. Some of us do, I guess, if you're in pilot school. But for the most part, we don't touch anything. We don't do anything. We don't even sit in their seats. We just go in there and we're just a body in the cockpit for while the captain or the first officer is using the restroom. Again, another safety thing. I'm gonna go in with the butter bronzer, and then a little bit of this blush on my cheeks. just to look a little bit alive and well. Not so sickly. But anyways, alright, I'm gonna go in off camera with this mascara real quick because I find mascara just takes me a while to put on because I'm OCD like that, and I just make weird faces. So I'm gonna put this on off camera and then I'll be right back. Alright, mascara is on. Love how this stuff applies. It goes on so smooth, no clumps. Absolutely love the brush on it. It's just the right amount of like fluffy and smooth and sleek, and I love this applicator. So that's it for that. Then lastly, I think I put it out. We're gonna do eyebrows and lipstick. Thankfully now we don't have to wear masks anymore, you guys. Amazing. Like, I'm so happy that things have gone back to normal and we are no longer having, except for certain international places, we no longer have to wear masks. First, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. What is it called? It's a clear, like brow gel stick, I guess is what it's called. Oh, there's eyebrow hair on there. It's just clear, and I just put this as kind of a primer in my brow. It also likes to, it kind of helps if you have any like powder or anything on your brows. It kind of wipes them off. And again, like I mentioned before, I do have microblading, so my brows are naturally filled, but I do like them a little bit more even, filled in, whatever. And I love how long this thing is. I was kind of confused when I first got this, honestly, because this end is so small and this end is so big. I thought this was the product, but it's not. It's just in this little tiny part. But I do, and at first I was like, that's kind of weird, but I love how big this is because it's easy to just hold in your hand. I don't know, it just makes the application so much easier. And this is in the shade, didn't mention that before, brown. They have a few different shades. I think it's 3 or 4, but I'm just gonna go in and literally just brush this on everywhere I have hair. I don't press down very hard because I don't want the product to just sit and cake in one area, but literally that is it. Like, I don't know if you can see the difference, but it's just a subtle enough difference that is exactly what I'm going for. If I was to not have my brows microbladed, I'd probably go in with, or I used to go in, I should say, and sometimes still do, with a brow pencil. This one is by the brand of Muse Cosmetics. It has a spoolie at one end, and I love this, it's angled, so it's got like a little angle to it, so the actual blade itself, or I don't know, that's not a blade, but the applicator is angled, so it's easier to apply. But I would do that first and then go in with this if I didn't have microblading. But I love this stuff. I mean, oh my goodness, this stuff is by far my favorite product out of the things that I got from Merit Beauty. Definitely worth it. I highly recommend all their products, but especially this one. Now we're gonna go in with the lipstick. It is in the shade Baby, and this, you won't even know I'm wearing it. Like, that's what I love about it, because my lipstick wears off after a while, and this is just the perfect satin finish, but it's like my own shade. You'll see, it's like I'm not even wearing anything. Like, see, it's like barely there. It's like super simple, and that way I like that when it wears off, it doesn't look like you don't have like that lipstick line and of like old lipstick that's hanging out on the bottom of your lips. I love how the shape of this too. I have to talk about this. So the actual shape is, I don't even know how to explain that, but it's like a diamond. You can tell where I've worn it. And I love how Merit is, they've stamped it into the actual lipstick, which is really cool. Kind of matches my nails. And I love the gold. It's just so pretty. But This lipstick is phenomenal. Highly recommend this shade. I haven't tried any of the other shades, but this one is a favorite, and it's heavy. It's a pretty heavy lipstick. All right, well that's it. Super simple, minimalistic makeup routine. I don't like to wear much, just enough to cover my rosacea and make myself look like better than I already did before. I'm gonna go get dressed real quick and I'll talk to you guys in just a second. All right, I have my uniform on and that's about it for this get ready with me video. I am getting ready to leave San Juan, Puerto Rico, and work one leg to Baltimore, and then we have a very short layover there, and then tomorrow is day 4 of a 4-day trip, and I get to go home for a few days. So hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out Merit Beauty if you're looking for just super simple minimalistic makeup, or just in general, their products are amazing. So be sure to check them out. I will link everything below in the description box, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now. I gotta fly.